Hi, thank you for joining me. Today's day is Valentine's Day, February 14th of 2019, and it's 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You haven't gotten your friend or your love or your Valentine her gift or his gift, you're running late. I hope you're not. Let's get started on this trade that we've been talking about, because it's pretty interesting. As we were in here yesterday going through this, looking at my notes, we were at negative $15.54. Take a look at it now. That is awesome. This is New Zealand dollar, NZD, USD, United States dollar, and it's a buy. It's a buy at 0.01 lot size. My entry price was at 0.69586. My stop loss is at 0.62586. Excuse me. My take profit is 0.76586. Now I'm going to go down to the 4-hour time chart so you can see where these are sitting. It's 7,000 pips, negative 7,000, because it's my stop loss. That means the most I will lose out of this trade is $70. And if you take a look at my balance, $70 is not that big of a deal. No emotion, right? My take profit is also at 7,000 pips or $70. And as soon as this baby goes into profit, around 500 to 1,000 pips in profit, so that's $5 to $10, I will move my stop loss above my entry price, making it a risk-free trade. And that's what we're after. I want to make sure that any profit that I get, I won't lose by doing that, moving my stop loss. Just makes sense. Now, when you're in trading, you need 3 things continually. No emotion. You can't have any emotion to the amount you might win or lose. You can't have it because it will cause excess stress and you won't be able to relax. Consistency. You need to consistently look and follow the trade so you know it, so you know what it's going to do, or you have a very good idea of what it could be doing. And patience. You need lots of patience, especially if you're a daytime trader, a long extended time trader. Even with the scalping, and you scalp in the 30-minute or less, you still need the patience. It's still required because it doesn't always work exactly when you want it to. What you're looking at is called a naked chart. And the reason it's called that is because there's nothing on it other than the entry price, the take profit, and the stop loss. Your entry price is this green one. This take profit is this top red one, and the stop loss is this bottom red one. The reason the take profit is above is because it's a buy. So it has to go up for a buy or down for a sell. Just makes sense, right? And with it being a naked chart, there's no trend lines here. There's no support and demand. There's no lines, period. No indicators. Because I have found that when I'm losing my memory as I sleep because of the grand mal seizures, it's very overwhelming to learn everything, including how to trade, how to mark up the chart, how to know what the indicators are, how to place them every single day. is just overwhelming for me. So a naked chart is what I've been doing. And to get the best trend on this pair, I need to stay in the day time chart. It just makes sense. In the day time chart, it shows me from May 28th of 2014 all the way to today. I can complain about that. But being that it's Valentine's Day, and the last thing you want to be doing is listening to me, if you're married or dating, you'd probably want to be out on your date, unless it's early in the morning and it's the day after. So in other areas of the world, it is no longer February 14th. It's actually February 15th. And it's 6:30 Eastern time. So if you're in the US and you're over on the Pacific, Mountain Time, Central, it's definitely not 6:36 now for you. Let's get this started. Now, I've been asked numerous times on where my signals come from, but we'll get there. I've also been asked, why do I stay in the daytime chart? And this is what I'll show you. Going down in the minute time chart, what can you see here on a naked chart? Not much, right? It's a highly risky, and it only is one day. 5-minute time chart goes back to February 7th, a week, but it's still not a whole lot that you can see here to do what you need to do. The 15-minute time chart, we're getting a little better. We've got maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks here, but there's still not enough information to see a clear picture here. Going into 30-minute time chart, you can see stuff, but it goes back to January 3rd, about a month ago. I wouldn't advise it. It's highly, highly risky, especially without the indicators, especially without a marked up chart, especially without the knowledge and education. Going into the hour time chart, there is even more information, and it goes back to November 19th of 2018. But I still want to advise this. It's highly risky as a naked chart. Going into the 4-hour time chart, once again, granted, about 6 months ago, I was trading here and had no problem. But I also had a marked up chart that I was getting overwhelmed and severe headaches because of the knowledge overwhelm. The education, way too much, overload. So I'm trying to make it so it's stress-free. And that's why I go in the daytime chart. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have the education, you have the information, you have a marked up chart, you have experience, you've done it long enough, you can by all means trade in the smaller time charts. There's no problem there. But if you're just starting out, 1, you shouldn't be trading live. 2, you should be in a demo. And 3, take your time. There's no point in rushing it. It's not going anywhere. And as you can see, this goes back clear to May 28th of 2014. So that's why I trade here. Now, how you find out where your trade's going to go or get a good idea is you put your cursor right where it's currently sitting, and it's at 68351, 68, yep, right there. And then you trade right, but you look left. So you take your cursor all the way back until you come up to the same pattern as close as possible to where it's currently at. And that would be, I would say, right about here. And it could be right here. But yeah, it can be right here. soon as I pull it up, there we go. All you have to do is hover on it and it will pull it up for you. If the computer decides to do what it needs to do. Come on, there we go. And that's it, 6.68348, which is right in that part right there. So you can see by sitting there that it can do one of two things, obviously. It's in consolidation right now. So I'm saying it's right about here. 68350. Yes, it's right about there. So that tells me it's getting ready to shoot up, go into profit, go above my entry price and go into profit. But it's going to continue to do the head and shoulders. It's going to continue to do the test and retest. 3 times is the pattern for this. It has inverted head and shoulders. It has head and shoulders. It's got supply and demand. It has it all right in there. So keep a close eye on it. But you can do what I do, and in a day trade, daytime chart, extended period, you can put your trade in and only glance at it for maybe 20 minutes once a day, to make sure it's not hitting your stop loss. Granted, I have it up at all times on my smartphone, so I can take a look at it just at the corner of my eye and still have a life and still do what I want to do. That is the key right there. So when we started this, we were at negative $12.45. So it's turning a little bit, but every little bit helps and every little bit counts. Keep your patience, keep your consistency, keep no emotion through all of this, especially with NZDUSD. But other trades do the exact same thing. They have their pattern they follow. They have their trend. Your trend is your friend. They'll always help you with. You just need to take the patience and consistency and no emotion to find out what that pair is always, it's all about. I'm going to stop my screen share for you because I have some questions to answer. Now, where do I get my signals? Well, up to about 2 weeks ago, I would say 5 places. Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright are educators through iMarkets Live, and they will teach you what is necessary to get the information, to get the learning, so that they themselves will throw out some signals every now and then. Christopher Terry, who is the CEO of iMarkets Live, and iMarkets Live is the company I work with. He is a 25-plus veteran with an 8-figure income. And I cannot stress that more than anything. He knows what he's doing. So that's ideal. Then there's Tracy Walker, who is the Forex queen. And she will show you summits as well as webinars that will teach you the basics, how to get in, how to mark up your chart, how to get out, where to get in and where to get out, and all the information in between. And the last area is Swipe Trades, which is a app that goes on your smartphone. And it gives you signals. It sends you signals or ideas of trades to look at, to pay attention. And if it follows your guidelines, your specifications of a trade, then you have every ability to get into it. If it doesn't, you have every ability to not take it. That is completely and totally up to you. So we're going to cut this as short as possible so people can get back to their celebration on Valentine's Day night or morning, wherever you might be. And I wish you all a very happy Valentine's Day and a fantastic day and night. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye for now.